All right, welcome back to the channel. It's day 3 and Stacy's back to show us how to do some yoga. Hey, if you've been enjoying the challenge so far, leave a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are, and let's get right into it today. Let's begin with a little seated meditation. So just for a minute, we're just gonna focus our energy inward and feel the body. So close your eyes and shift your attention to your inner body. So if that sounds weird, how can I feel my inner body or sense my inner body? Just start by feeling where your hands and your feet are in space. And then see if you can make the awareness of the body more global. Feel the whole body in space, from the inside out. Then become aware of your breath. Feel your belly expanding and deflating. And then open up your eyes and come into child's pose. So in this variation of child's pose, have your big toes together, your knees just wide enough for your ribs to fit in between. Stretch your arms forward, energize through the arms, reach through the hands evenly, lengthen through the sides of your waist. Then come up onto your hands and your knees and stretch back into your first down dog. Reach down from your outer shoulders down into your middle 3 knuckles, and then lift up through your hips, draw up and back and away from your wrists. Set your knees down onto the mat, slide your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, and round your back, look back at your navel. Inhale, arch your back, wheel your chest through, tip the sit bones up. Exhale, round your back. Inhale. And one more time with your breath. Good, then come into neutral and spread across your collarbones. Keep the collarbones broad, step one leg back at a time into plank pose. Now as you hold in your plank, root down in between your big toe mound and your second toe mound, lift up on your inner thighs and stretch through your legs. Pretend like you're growing yourself as long as you can, through your hips, to your heels, and from your waist all the way up to your chest. Good, now keep all that space across your collarbones and the length in your waist. Stretch back to downward facing dog. Inhale, glide into plank. Exhale, stretch back to dog. Inhale, forward into plank. Exhale, stretch back to dog. Last one, inhale, come forward into plank. And now adding on, as you hold in your plank, without your waist or your hips twisting, raise your right leg up an inch. Keep the chest open still. Change legs, raise the left leg up just an inch, but keep the chest open. Set that foot down, lie down onto your belly. Point your toes back, inhale into low cobra, and raise your right leg up a bit. Roll the inner thigh up towards the ceiling, turn the outer thigh towards the floor, and then reach from your buttock past your heel. Change legs, raise the left leg up an inch. Spin the inner thigh to the ceiling, lengthen through the buttock past the heel. Set that foot down. Good. Now roll your chest halfway up into cobra. And then lower your chest back down. Come back up onto hands and knees and stretch back to down dog. Inhale your right leg up from your inner thigh. Stay even across your hands. Shift into plank, pull your knee up to your chest. Step your foot all the way up by your right thumb. Come up onto your fingertips, lengthen out your spine, reach your chest forward. Float your arms back behind you. Then set your left hand down onto the mat, turn your chest, take your right arm up. Keep lengthening out through the midline and turn from your left outer ribs. Feel your breath again. Expand from the inner body. Bring your right hand down. Step back to plank. Hold here in plank. Raise your right leg up an inch without twisting. Abs in strong, spine long. Good, change legs, lift the left leg up just an inch. Slowly stretch back to downward dog, both feet down. Then raise your left leg up from the inner thigh, stay even across your hands. Shift into plank, pull your knee up to your chest. Lift your knee up higher and then step your foot all the way up by your thumb. Inhale, come up onto your fingertips, start to lengthen. Then float your arms back behind you. Set your right hand down. Find your length again, especially in your thoracic spine, middle upper back. Then turn your right side ribs. Keep spinning the rib cage. And keep looking for length through your spine and through the stretch of your back leg. Back leg active like in plank. Bring your hand down, step back, plank pose again. Then lower down all the way onto your belly. Point your toes back, inhale into cobra, roll your chest through. Press the tops of the feet down, lift your inner kneecaps, tighten them up towards your hips, and feel your back muscles turn on. Draw the shoulder blades onto the back. Lower your chest back down. Now press up into plank. Stretch back to downward dog. Walk your feet forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, make a flat back, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, raise your arms up. Exhale the hands to your heart, Samasthiti. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Step back and lower to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Good, reconnect to your breath. Feel the breath move in and out through your nose. Bend knees, look forward. Step or float lightly up to the front. Inhale, Ardha, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, raise your arms. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Step back and lower to Chaturanga, low plank position. Keep your spine long, legs strong. Upward facing dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Now shift into plank pose and pull your right knee up to your chest. Round your back out. As you inhale, slowly lower your knee so it's hovering just an inch above the floor and reach your chest forward. Make a flat back. Exhale, pull your knee back up and round out. Inhale, slowly lower your knee, reach your chest forward. Exhale, pull your knee back up, round out. One more time, inhale, slowly lower. Exhale, pull it back up. Then step your foot lightly all the way up by your thumb. Good, come up into crescent, raise your arms up. Then drop your arms down at your side. Lean your chest out over your knee. Engage your right outer hip and elongate your spine. Now with control, step up to balance on your right leg. Good, hold here. Without your left foot touching the floor, come up to stand, bring your knee up, raise your arms up. Then hands to prayer, tip back into warrior three. Good, come back up to stand, bring your knee up, arms up. Hands to prayer, tip back into warrior three. One more time, come back up, knee up, arms up. Then bend your right knee and wrap your left leg up and over your right. Cross your left elbow under. And hold here, 5 breaths. Be as even as you can on your right foot. Hug in with your legs and grow taller through your trunk. Good, then uncross your arms and your legs, stand tall in mountain pose. Inhale into chair pose, bend your knees, sit your hips back. Get strong into your heels. Let the tops of the thigh bones release back and down, but then lift up from the sides of your waist, from your belly, all the way up past your fingers. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Step back and lower, slow to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your left foot, crescent. Shift into plank, pull your knee up to your chest. I almost forgot this ab torture. You almost got off. Okay, good thing I remembered. Slowly lower your knee so it's just an inch above the floor and reach your chest forward. Good, exhale, pull up. Use your abs more. Inhale, slowly lower your knee. Exhale, pull back up. One more time. Inhale, slowly lower with control. Exhale, pull up. Then step your foot all the way up by your thumb. All right, hug your left outer hip and then come on up into crescent. Feel how the hip wants to swing out. Keep it pinned in. How you work your hip will affect how your core works. Then drop your arms to your side. Start to lean your chest out over your knee. So let's feel the hip connection again. Strong glute med, long low spine. Step up to balance. Keep the length through the lumbar as you step up. Good, hold there in warrior three. Energize your arms. Then without your right foot touching the floor, come up to stand. Bring your knee up, arms up. Bring hands to prayer, tip back into warrior three. Inhale, come back up, knee up, arms up, nice and fluid. Tip back into warrior three, exhale. Inhale, come back up, knee up, arms up, and hold. Now bend your left knee, wrap your right leg up and over, cross your right elbow under. Good, hold here. Hug in with your legs. Feel the lift that comes up from your belly when your legs squeeze in. Now lift all the way up the front of your spine. Stretch into the left foot evenly. Good, now come up to stand, uncross your arms and your legs. Tadasana, mountain pose. Great job. All right, heating things up. Inhale into chair pose. Bend your knees, sit your hips back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Step back and lower to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press the tops of the feet, spin the outer thighs towards the floor and navel up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot now for warrior one. Inhale, raise your arms up. Open up to your side for warrior two. Good, so your back leg's angled inward a little bit. Turn your right thigh all the way out so that your knee is pointing straight ahead. Balance your head right up on top of your spine like you're balancing a book on top of your head with good posture. Chest open. Open the chest through the reach of your fingers. Then keeping your back heel bone anchored, reach down and put your right hand down onto the inside of your foot. Take your left arm up. And then we're going to do a little stretch to help to open up the pec, front of the chest a bit. Internally rotate your left arm and then wrap your arm behind your back. Good, so once you get the arm wrapped, start to spread across the front of your left shoulder. Keep lifting to the sides of the chest. And as you reach the sides of the chest forward, stretch down through your back heel at the same time. Create more space. Go inward. Again, feel the inner body. Expand into the skin. Open up your arms. Spread the left arm up to the ceiling. Lift from your belly, come back up into warrior two. Extended side angle. Put your hand down on the outside of your foot now and stretch your left arm all the way over your ear. Two more breaths here. Inhale, come back up. Good, hands to the mat. Step back to down dog or out of vinyasa. Go chaturanga, up dog, then down dog. All right, step your left foot, warrior one. Inhale, come up. Open up to your side, warrior two. So your back leg's angled in a little bit. Turn the left thigh all the way out. Even if your hips turn a little bit towards the left leg, that's okay. Then breathe your spine tall, like you're balancing a book on top of your head. That good posture will help to make sure that you're not creating more tension in your neck and your shoulders, but instead you're starting to open it up. Good, now stay steady on your feet. Put your left hand down on the inside of your foot. Take your right arm up. Then internally rotate your right arm, wrap it behind your back. Once you get the arm hooked, spread the right collarbone from the center of your chest here all the way to the tip of the shoulder. And as you do that, also keep lengthening the spine. Take your right arm back up. Inhale, come back up to warrior two. Good. Root the back heel bone. Then extended side angle. Put your hand on the outside of your foot. Reach your right arm all the way over your ear. And as you're reaching your arm, rotate the tricep down, bicep up towards the ceiling. Feel the upper trap release away from the ear. But then stretch the arm muscles long through the reach of the fingers without that trap coming up. Just right there. Inhale, come back up into warrior two. Hands to the mat, step back, vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Good, then step your right foot, warrior one. Inhale, come up. Then take your right hand behind your back from under. Left arm from above, bend your left elbow, stretch the hands towards each other. Then start to lean your chest out over your knee. Hold there. Engage the right outer hip. Now spin your back heel up. Keep lengthening the spine. Fire the muscles of the spine. Wake it up. Now if this bind feels okay on your shoulders, you can hold the bind. If it feels a little too much, stretch both arms straight back instead. Now step up to balance in Warrior 3, whichever bind you have. I mean, if you have the bind or not. But feel your strong right outer hip helping to keep you long through the midline. Now from here, kind of tricky, as smooth as you can, start to go into the standing splits. Bring your head towards the floor, raise your back leg up, then both hands down, and lower your left leg down to meet your right. Good job, that was kind of tricky. Inhale, flat back, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, step back to down dog or out of vinyasa, your call. Step your left foot, Warrior 1. Inhale, come up. Take the left hand behind your back from under, right arm from above. Then start to lean your chest out over your knee. When you lean out, don't let your hips swing over to the left. Now spin your back heel up, stretch through your back leg, reach out through the crown of your head, open your chest, hold here or step up to balance. Whichever pose you're in, keep lengthening the spine. Wake up those strong core muscles. Now, as smooth as you can, start to tip from your pelvis and go into the standing splits. Good, then fingertips down, head down, raise the leg up high, and lower your right leg to meet your left. Great job. Now squat down for crow pose. So with your feet together, lower your buttocks to your heels and open up your knees. Then hook your triceps against your shins. Shins against your triceps. Hands flat, and then see if you can start to lean into your chaturanga arms. Lift your heels up and balance. If the balance is coming well, see if you can straighten your arms. Bring your heels towards your butt. Pull up in your belly. Good, then take Uttanasana. Feet down, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Step back to down dog or take a vinyasa. Bring your feet together, roll to the outside edge of your left foot, take your right arm up. Downward dog, stretch back. Change sides, roll to the outside edge of your right foot, take your left arm up. Back to down dog. Inhale into plank. Lower down onto your belly. Clasp your hands behind your back. Then come up into locust pose. Lift the shoulders, head, chest up off the mat. Raise your left leg up an inch without your pelvis twisting. Bring your right leg up to meet it. Good, now reach past your big toes. Stretch forward through the sides of the chest. Change the interlock of the hands, other index finger on top. Stretch those arms. Good, now last part, keep the bind in the hands, but bend the knees, bring the heels towards the hands. Keep reaching your chest forward. Upward facing dog. Put the hands next to your hips, straighten your legs, roll your chest through. Now press the feet down and roll the front of the shoulders towards the backs of the shoulders. Then stretch back to down dog. Great job. Set your knees down. Set your elbows down. With your hands shoulder distance apart, turn the front of the shoulder to the back of the shoulder. Curl your toes under, lift your knees, lift your hips up. Down dog on your forearms. Keep rotating the shoulders. Now lift your hips up higher. Pretend like I had a strap across your hip crease and I was pulling you straight up to the ceiling. Go up, up, up. And if you can go up even higher, go up onto your tiptoes. Up higher, up higher. Don't let the upper back round. Good, pull up the hips. Good, and slowly lower yourself back down. Set your knees down, sit back onto your heels. Now just come into child's pose with the arms stretched back, or more commonly called balasana. Good, so as you hang out here, just let the neck muscles spread, back of the shoulders open, let the sacrum lower back open. All right, and then make your way into Dandasana. Sit with your legs stretched straight out in front of you. Then hug your right knee towards your chest and cross your right ankle onto the outside of your left knee. Wrap your left arm around. Put your right hand behind you. And before you go cranking into the twist, just get as much length as you can. So the healthier we can, the more length we could find in the twist, the healthier we'll make the spine. Your spine tends to just want to sink in some places, and then it'll just keep twisting from the same places. What that does is it makes it more brittle and less healthy. Think about like a credit card. If you're always bending it in the same place, eventually it breaks. But if you're getting a nice even bend, you can bend that sucker for a very long time. That's like your spine. Come back to center. Not really, because your spine isn't plastic. It's a bad analogy. Okay, hug your left knee in towards your chest. Then cross your ankle onto the outside of your knee. Wrap your arm around. Fingertips behind you. Feel the sit bones grow towards the floor. Let the crown of the head open up towards the ceiling. And then start to turn from your right side lower belly up towards your left shoulder. Good, then come back to center. Stretch both legs out. Put your hands, walk your fingertips forward, out in line with your shins, and hold there. Then start to stretch the legs as long as you can. Open up through the feet, let the inner groins release down. This might be a good forward fold for you. If you want to start to go deeper, start to walk the hands deeper, maybe even grab a hold of the sides of the feet and bring the head all the way down. But just remember, you don't have to jam yourself into a shape like we talked about yesterday. Did we talk about that yesterday? I don't remember. One day we were going to talk about this. What we did in the time is, really relative. I'm sure we talked about this at some point already. You don't want to try to jam yourself into a shape. Just go to where you feel the stretch, hold there and breathe. Come back up and lie down onto your back. Hug your knees towards your chest. Then cross your right knee over your left knee and grab a hold of the outsides of the feet. Knee over knee. Yeah. So I emphasize that in the forward fold because I have like a student that comes to my group classes and they're like, well, the forward fold always hurts me. I'm like, well, why do you do it? So we just have to pay attention when our body is whispering to us sometimes, like, hey, you're going too far. And if you just keep going, and then it'll be like, hey, you're going too far. And then pretty soon it'll yell at you, like a disc will get messed up or something. So we listen to the whispers, and then we modify from the whispers. Change the cross of the leg. Feel the hips release down and out of your lower back. Let the shoulder heads relax. Then uncross your legs and stretch out for Shavasana. Find relaxation, meditation, corpse pose. Turn your palms up at your side. And just let go now. Tune back into the movement of the breath. Feel your hands and your feet relax, the arms and the legs. Let the muscles in your abdomen soften. Let the chest relax, the shoulders melt down. And let go of any tension that you're holding in your jaw and your tongue. Let the forehead soften. So this meditation work is just as important as all the kick butt work that we do in the exercise part of the yoga. When we relax deeply, we're actually nourishing the body so that it can function and perform all its activities at peak performance, as healthy as possible. When we get all stressed out and we don't take any time to slow down, that's when things start to go awry with the systems in the body. We're no longer in tune with the intelligence of the body or its ability to heal itself. So just taking this time to be still, quiet, allow for the parasympathetic nervous system to kick in and do its thing. Then gently open your eyes. Feeling renewed, refreshed, bend your knees and roll over to your side. And then press yourself up to seated. Bring your palms together and sit tall, with the eyes closed. Take a moment in gratitude that you've made the time to practice, that you're taking this time to get back to your body, to honor yourself. Then lower your head to your heart. Lift your head and open your eyes. Namaste. All right, thank you so much for practicing with us today. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button if you did. Leave a comment below. Let me know how things are going for you in the challenge. Let me know what's an important thing that you should... let me know what your favorite pose is so far that we've been doing, or maybe favorite movement sequence that we do. I'd like to know. Favorite part of the videos. And then subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We'll see you tomorrow, all right? Have a great day.